Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com. Let's go courtside for today's game with Wayne DeZubak and Dave Burnett.
Well, good Friday evening, everybody, and welcome to Assembly Hall. This is the home of the Centennial Patriots, where tonight they host the Mavericks from Mountain View. Centennial coming into this game at 7-1, Mountain View 6-2. Centennial tied with the Boer Lions at 7-1 as we start this Friday night. Another Friday night of high school basketball right here in the Treasure Valley on 630 The Fan. Welcome, everybody. I'm Wayne DeZubak along with Dave Burnett. And Dave, a lot of people talking about this game because, interesting, Mountain View lost to Napa last week, and everybody went, whoa, how'd that happen, you know? But we've seen Napa play at home. They do well. Mountain View went to Napa, lost that game. They want to bounce back tonight because they're right in the thick of this thing.
Yeah, and we're right down to that point of the season. You're heading into February here shortly, which means you have just a few weeks left to get it done and get yourself positioned for those playoffs.
We watched Centennial one time. The one time we had them this year, it was at Bora. They beat Bora there. That's Bora's only loss of the year. Centennial features a guy named Connor DeSagne down low at 6'8". He's a senior. He's really good. But also the guy that makes him tick is Talon Pinckney.
Yep, he's a kid that transferred over from Capital High School last year. After the season's over, made his big transfer and came over to Centennial, not too far from his home, and decided he wanted to be a Patriot, didn't want to be an Eagle, and it's paid off for Centennial.
And we know Centennial's got a pretty good team. Mountain View has quietly won 6 of their 8 league games, Dave. And they've got a couple of guys here. I remember Joe Ferris from the football field, wide receiver. He's out there. You'll recognize that name. Also, Andrew Scheibau, the tight end. He is on this team. He is a big guy at 6'2". But the guy down low for them is Jalen Galloway at 6'5", just a sophomore, and Juan Aguilar, who's also 6'5". He's a senior. So they got a couple of big guys down low to kind of counter that DeSagne look down low.
Yeah, now Galloway's young, so he's working his way into it, and you can definitely tell a difference between the kids who are younger and those upperclassmen, those seniors. Just an experience, but this is where you get it. You get it going week in and week out, going on the road and travel and playing Centennial's home court. So looking forward to this one, Wayne. Should be a good game.
You can always tell by the kind of the mood of a JV game what the varsity game is going to be like. The Centennial JVs beat the Mountain View JVs 64-56, and it was pretty much closer than that the whole game. It was tied up, back and forth, back and forth. A lot of fouls, a lot of hard play, clean play, but a lot of difficult physical play.
Yeah, it was. It was an exciting one. A lot of times JV games, you kind of feel like you're watching practice in a scrimmage, but wasn't the case here tonight at Centennial High School.
And I was kind of impressed with both JV teams. They played good basketball. Both teams have a lot of guys kind of in waiting, if you will.
Yeah, and that's really where you groom them. A lot of these guys, they would rather be on JV playtime as opposed to sitting on the pines and watching the other guys play, just honing their skills. So it's an interesting mentality when it comes down to, you're a junior. Yeah, you want to be on the varsity. You want to be, with the big team. But would it be better to play and get that game time experience? I think so. It's a matter of swallowing the pride and saying, yeah, I want the game time.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't want to single anybody out, but I was watching one of the young guys there, just a sophomore, a kid named Nate Jones for Centennial. Not a big kid, only 5'6". He made about 3 great plays to the bucket. He just like Isaiah Thomas, just kind of winding and weaving in there and putting up great little buckets. And I kept looking down and go, who is that kid? Why is he not on the varsity? And then I see he's just a sophomore. And, of course, he's got, like I do, vertical issues at 5'6". But the bottom line is that there is a lot of talent on both of these JV teams.
Yeah, and honestly, in high school ball, you can get away with 5'6". You can play 5'6". You can play 5'8". You can get away with it. College might be a different game. Pro, yeah, that's not going to happen unless you're Spud Webb. It's not going to happen. And there's a name out of the past for you. Nate Archibald, Spud Webb. We'll go back for some small guys from the past.
Well, how about Calvin Murphy?
Calvin Murphy was another one.
Yeah, Calvin Murphy, I've got some stories about him I could tell you. Do you know what he did during the halftime of one of the football games I played when I was in high school? He went to Norwalk High School in Connecticut, Calvin Murphy did. And I used to go watch him play basketball all the time against our high school. He always killed us. But at halftime, I wanted to stay out. He was a twirler.
With a baton?
With a baton. He was a twirler in high school. Calvin Murphy.
That's right.
And he put on quite the show twirling that baton at halftime of our football game. Something else. So there, he can take that to the trivia table one of these nights, okay?
If I run into him, I'll say, I understand you twirled baton in high school.
Oh, unbelievable. How'd you find that? Is Zubak talking again? He doesn't even know who I am. Any rate, our game tonight is Centennial at Mountain View, brought to you by Steve's Hometown Toyota. Worth the short drive to Ontario to save big money. By Go Wireless, now get 50% more data. By Boise Muffler, let Boise Muffler Shop help simplify your day. Foot and Ankle Medical Center with locations in Napa, Fruitland, Mountain Home, and Emmett. By Double R Ranch, Northwest Beef, hand-selected quality and unsurpassed flavor. And by Pioneer Federal Credit Union, moving your money forward. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back here as both teams warm it up at Assembly Hall, the home of the Centennial Patriots, right here on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward. Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
You take thousands of steps every day and probably never think about them. When you have an injury, it only takes one step to realize how important your feet and ankles really are. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. More specialized than an ortho doc and no referral needed. Find the office near you. Call 466-FEET or visit footandAnkleMedicalCenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Centennial 7 and running, Mike Fry, and Matthew 6-2. It should be a really an interesting game here tonight. And both of you have had an opportunity to see Brewer. You've seen some of the other teams. Brewer also 7 run back to Centennial for first prize. Rocky Map, we've seen them. They look pretty good. They've got a couple of guys back now, so they'll probably look even better. Your friends are friends. We have now, we're getting right first. We're just a couple of weeks away from District 12. I thought we would see a couple of very dominant teams that just wrap everyone. But the truth is, it's been pretty even in a lot of ways. I thought with Rocky Mountain, I thought with the big kid, of course, he just Fred Kirby Lee, who's just brought him into the season, but now he's getting this ring. I thought Rocky would dominate, but I think when it's all said and done, it's going to come out like everybody thought it was. It's going to be Brewer in there, it's going to be Rocky in there, and then we'll fill in the rest of the coaches. And I think Centennial was one of those teams that's been really, and I thought the biggest win of the year was going into Burrow, the game we did here on 630, and winning that game at Burrow High School. I think it slammed the Lions, and, to their credit, they bounced right back. That was earlier on in the season, and he came back and they've won several in a row since. But I do want to remind people, if you're watching streaming 630thefan.com, I do know we've had some issues with our website with some apparatus and things popping up and taking period of time. It ain't perfect. Like I said, each Twitter, thanks for talking about it. You can follow us on Twitter. I post some videos and stories at the end of every quarter. So that way, if you're out and about, you can keep track of what's happening on Twitter. Here's a big improvement for me, interesting to know. I was talking to John Ransom, the photo director here at Centennial. They have a mechanism that lowers the American flag and then brings it back up before the game. Yes. In the past, he learned this, it takes about 45 seconds to a minute for that flag to go all the way back up. He said, I don't want you to get caught having the track doing that because it's just found and everybody pays tribute to the flag and respect to the flag as they should as it goes back up. So he firmly debate they have a full murder running that mechanism. But he's not sure what the deal is. Here it comes Van Miles. We're getting ready for the national anthem here in a couple of seconds. But they bring the flag down. Coming down, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's going up. That's about half the time it took to come down the other day. So I'm really happy about that. So remember back at the station, depending on how this murder works, we're going to start with a 2-minute break, right? Yeah. And then we'll just kind of add as fast as we go. As they brought national anthem here at Centennial High School. Again, we're at Assembly here, we're here with the Centennial Patriots tonight. Hosting the Mavericks from Mountain View. 7-1 for Centennial, 6-2 for the Mavericks, and we expect ourselves to play the game here tonight at Centennial High School. We'll be back. High school basketball, Friday night, right here on 630 The Fan. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back right after this.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure, a light comes on. Same when you haven't checked the oil for a while. And of course, there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock their lights out. Well, you know what I mean. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Shinden. Boise Muffler Shop, they can simplify your day.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference. The hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Hey again, everybody. Wayne Zuback, Dave Burnett with you. Welcome back here on 630 The Fan, Friday night from Centennial High School. As the starting lineups now being introduced to this crowd on hand. First of all, for Mountain View, Cameron Howard going to start at one guard. Brooks King at the other for the Centennial Patriots. Again, remind you, Centennial 7-1 on the year and 6-2 for Mountain View. Also being introduced for the Mountain View Mavericks right now, Damon Thacker, a 6'1 senior. And for the Centennial Patriots, Talon Pinckney, we talked about him, a senior, 5'10". He's only 5'10", but man, he can jump and get up there in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he'll block several shots tonight, I guarantee you.
Introducing Jared Gibson, one of the forwards, 6'2 senior for the Mountain View Mavericks. And for Centennial, number 20, Kendall Williams, a 6'5 senior. Juan Aguilar now being introduced. He's wearing number 30. He's a 6'5 junior for the Mavericks.
Okay, now the Mavericks, and I will go ahead and say this right now, they're wearing all gray with dark green numbers. I don't know who designed that, but not good. Not good at all.
It's better in basketball. It'll be terrible in football. Delvion Jackson, we didn't talk much about him, but he was a real factor the last game we watched down at Bora. Delvion Jackson, 6'5". Also being introduced here, Jalen Galloway, 6'5" sophomore. And then, of course, the big guy down low for Centennial, Connor DeSagne, 6'8" senior. There you have it, the starting lineups tonight.
Well, Centennial, interesting watching. The first time we saw them play, Talon Pinckney, as you know, transferring over from Capital, it was a little tentative, not at play, but on the court in leadership. And watching over the past several weeks now, obviously, he was first out leading the team out of the locker room earlier. That wasn't the case the first time they played. He was back in the pack, leading the team down in the huddle down at center court right now. So Talon Pinckney just over the past several weeks has kind of found his role as a leader on this team.
Centennial Patriots, coached by Josh Apperspa, and of course Mountain View, they are led by head coach John Nettleton.
I didn't understand earlier, some of the Mountain View students were kind of giving me the stink eye earlier, and I didn't realize I'm wearing a burgundy shirt tonight.
Oh, you little rascal.
I look like a Centennial Patriot here
you
tonight.
You do. You're just, all you're missing is the Patriot head.
I couldn't figure out why they were giving me the stink eye. Now I know.
All right, here we go. Delvion Jackson will be going up against Jalen Galloway in the center court. Ball hits the court. I don't think anybody touched it. They're diving for it. And finally, it is the Mavericks who come up with a pull-up jumper in the lane. No good. Rebound fought for, and it's DeSagne who comes up with it. That shot was taken by Damon Thacker from Mountain View.
Well, DeSagne positioned himself perfectly right under the basket to get that rebound. And that's what rebounds are all about. It's about hustle. I
was kind of waiting for him to do the jump all over again, Dave, because neither one of the guys at the middle of the circle touched the ball.
Yeah.
It went up in the air and came down and fell on the ground. Here's the stolen ball, and going down low to pick it up is Galloway. And Galloway gets it over, and so here comes Mountain View. Mountain View with Howard outside. Howard gets it over to the near side to Thacker. Thacker drives the middle of the lane, has the shot blocked, but he's going to be fouled in the process. So Thacker's going to get himself to the free throw line. He'll be shooting a couple.
Yeah, Kendall Williams going to be picking up his first foul for the Patriots, as a couple of them were in there. DeSagne could have been the other one who could have gotten it called on him. There were two guys on him.
So no score, just underway. 7:17 to go here. And a free throw is good by Thacker. The senior gets the first point of the night. Thacker, a couple of dribbles at the free throw line. Eyes it up, lets it fly. Good. And he has 2 points, and so just like that, Mountain View 2-0 over Centennial. Talon Pinckney will bring it down court. Set it up. Jackson, top of the key, trying to go down low to DeSagne, but even though he's 6'8", the ball was thrown over his head. That's hard to do, Dave.
Yeah, well, it's over his head and behind his head a little bit. He was really having to reach for that one. Didn't happen.
So Centennial, offensively, their first real offensive set play. Now looking to solid there. We'll see what happens. It's the Thacker with the basketball. Pinckney on him. Goes over to the right side. Has it there to Aguilar. Aguilar back to Thacker. Now outside to come to Howard. They go left side. Aguilar looked at the three, decided not to take it. Driving down the lane, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Jared Gibson, his first. Gibson just checked into the game a moment ago. He wasn't in the starting lineup.
Well, they made a quick substitution, and he picked up the quick foul, so he may be headed back to the Pines.
So 2-0 in favor of Mountain View. Just underway. 6.5 to go here in the first period. Delvion Jackson right side with it, looking down low to DeSagne. Decides to go left to Pinckney. Pinckney for the long three, hits the front of the rim, not there. Jackson rebound, puts it back and up and in.
Nice rebound as he came right back up the middle of the lane, and just perfect timing for that missed ball and put it up and in for two.
Delvion Jackson with the rebound, put back. 2-2 is our score here in the first period. Double team on the outside, and let's see what we got. I think we're going to have a foul against Centennial. It could be DeSagne as they put the double team that time on Aguilar.
Yep, you're right. It is on DeSagne.
And that'll be his first. And we got a quick timeout with 6:05 to go here in the first period. Tied at 2. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference. The hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
All right, back here at Centennial High School, tied at 2. Mountview will take it out underneath their own bucket. That's Thacker, gets it in bounds, and right back to Thacker, and then outside to Howard. Howard thought about the 3, but held up, and now we got another foul on Desanya. A blocking foul, his second in 4 seconds?
Yeah, he's headed right to the bench, going to park himself right next to the coach. That is not good news for Centennial, as they're now going to lose a lot of height and strength in that center.
Well, they lose 8 inches in height as Taylor Wallach at 6 foot comes in to replace the 6'8" Desanya. Howard brings it in on the near side. He has it over to Galloway, and Galloway over to Thacker. Thacker, a couple of dribbles in front of him, backs it off, top of the key, now trying to find his way down the baseline, kicks it back outside, baseline drive, not there, so he'll kick it back outside again. Boy, I tell you, and it's stolen by Talon Pinckney. What quick hands by him. He stole the pass, and now he's going to pull it up and set up the offense. Here comes a long 3 by Desanye's replacement, and that's Wallach, and he has it.
Well, Wallach has moved out to that guard position. They've taken Kendall William, put him back under the bucket playing center.
Wallach with the 3. It's 5-2. The Patriots, their first lead of the game. Just underway, 5:20 to go, first period here at Centennial High School. Howard. They'll get it back outside to Gibson. Gibson now looking to drive baseline. He does. He's double teamed, and I think he traveled. He was surprised by the double team, Dave, and just kind of stopped and slid.
Yeah, Kendall Williams came and cut him off right there on the baseline, and he wasn't sure which way to go, and so he just picked it up and ran with it.
So with a 3-point lead, Pinckney will bring it down the court. Josh Epperspaugh setting up his offense, screaming down the court. Coming down the right side, that's Wallach. Wallach loses it. Nice steal. This is Thacker. Thacker dumps it off to Howard. Howard on a drive. He puts it up and in, and Cameron Howard has a bucket. His first 2 points. We've got a 1-point game at 5-4. Centennial brings it down court now, setting it all up. Wallach trying to go in the corner. He gets it down low to King. King throws it right into the hands of Gibson. Gibson one-on-one with Talon Pinckney. Lowers his shoulder, but he doesn't get the call and gets the bucket. Nice play by Jared Gibson, because Talon Pinckney had him lined up, thought he was going to draw the foul.
Yeah, I think Pinckney, had he played it just a little different, would have gotten away with it, but he didn't do any acting.
So it's a 6-5 lead in favor. And now a down low. Nice, tough bucket there. Kendall Williams hanging in there, has his first points of the night, and it's a 7-6 ball game in favor of the Patriots.
Yeah, one of those baskets where he was a little further under the basket than he wanted to be when he went up for it, but he got it in.
Thacker down right side. His pass down low to Galloway, knocked away out of bounds by Centennial. It'll remain with the Mavericks.
Yeah, Taylor Wallach got his hand out there, managed to just get a piece of it. Otherwise, it would have been a nice, easy lay-in.
3:51 to go, first period, 1-point ball game. Centennial leads it 7-6. Inbound pass to Galloway. He's on the ground, picks it up and gets it over to Thacker, who takes the 3, misses it, and a rebound by Kendall Williams. Now out to Pinckney. Here comes Pinckney down the left side. Kicks it in the corner to King. King's 3 on the way. It's going to be short. Hits the front of the rim and bounces out of bounds. It'll be Maverick ball.
Well, Kendall Williams in there hustling for the rebound. He couldn't quite get the handle on it, but he just came slicing through there to try to pick it up. Ball went off his hands out of bounds.
So Thacker will bring it down the left side. Howard and Thacker, the guards right now running the offense. Thacker left side. Jackson comes out on him. Pretty much at the half-court mark. Howard has it now. Left side, top of the arc. Move it around the arc. Right side to Thacker. Thacker holding the ball high over his head, looking down low. Nobody open, so he kicks it back out to Gibson. Jackson on him. Jackson takes a swipe at the ball, but nothing there. We got Scheibout now. Andrew Scheibout checking into the ball game. The tight end for the Mavericks in football. Thacker taking his time. His team down by 1. No shot clock, so they take all the time. Gibson now has the ball knocked away from behind by Jackson, goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it stays with the Mavericks.
Centennial not very happy about that. They felt that ball went off the Mavericks. I think they may be right about the call, but you know what? Sometimes it doesn't go your way.
2:48 now to go here in the first period, and it's been a long possession here for the Mavericks. And replacement coming in, Brotherson coming into the ball game. Couple of Thacker coming out, Gibson coming out. Didn't see who else came in. Looks like it may be Max Matthews that came in.
Yep, it was.
5-second count against the Mavericks as they just could not get the ball in. Brotherson could not find anybody open, so it turns it over to Centennial. Talon Pinckney now with a slow dribble down the left side. Has Wallach to his right, gets it to Wallach. Wallach will go to Jackson. Jackson goes top of the key with it. Jackson drives low post, now backs it out. Top of the arc is Talon Pinckney. Alley-oop underneath to Jackson.
Oh.
Jackson catches it, but also catches the rim, and that knocks the ball out, and there's a whistle. I think there may have been a foul as well.
Yeah, they held him going up to the basket as he came dicing through for that alley-oop, and they tried to hold on to him and got caught.
Galloway is the guy, and that's probably why he had to grab the rim, Dave. So Jackson at the free throw line for two, and he gets a shooter's roll and bounce and puts it up and in.
Well, you know that he and Pinckney had been practicing that one in workouts a lot.
It was perfect. Second free throw, nothing but net. Good. 4 points now for Jackson, and it's a 9-6 lead for Centennial as they go with a kind of a semi-full court pressure, but nice job by Howard to run it down court. Knocked out of bounds by Pinckney, but it goes off the foot of Howard, so it's going to go to Centennial.
He was able to reach around and poke that ball away without getting a foul called. Him, never really touched him.
You know, and I thought it was going to go off Pinckney, but it went off the foot of Howard. Here comes Pinckney, double team on him. He'll back it up as he tried to drive to the hoop. Gets it over to Wallach. Wallach to King right side, down to Jackson low post. And boy, what great ball movement in the corner. Kendall Williams, three-pointer is up and in.
You could not ask for anything better than that. Ball moving around the outside, got the open man in the corner. He drops it for three.
12-6. They've doubled it up now on the Mavericks with that three-pointer. Mavericks, a dangerous pass. It was bouncing around, but they regained control with $1:35 to go here in the first period. Ball knocked away from Galloway and stolen. Yeah, a good job there by Wallach. And then we've got a foul down under the bucket. And let's see, it's going to be against the Mavericks. It's not going to be a shooting foul. But we'll hold on. There's timeout on the court. We'll take a 30-second break with 1:29 to go here in the first period and a 12-6 score. Centennial leads it. We'll be back right after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Centennial with the ball. Wallach the drive down low, not there. The rebound comes down to Scheibau. And then we got a foul, and it's going to be just thrown away. The ball was lost by Scheibau.
Just came out of bounds, so the Patriots going to get another shot at it here.
So Centennial gets it right back with 1:21 to go after a nice rebound by the Mavericks. Brooks King will bring it in. Looking. Better get it in. Finally does. Long inbounds pass all the way down the court to Cleverly. And Cleverly gets it over to Talon Pinckney.
That was all the way into the backcourt with that one to get it in.
That was like one of those Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys. Pinckney loses control but gets it back. Now looking down low. Has it down low to Kendall Williams. Williams shot not there. Too strong off the back rim. Rebounded by the Mavericks. Here they come. Thacker on the run. Left-hand dribble. Going all the way to the hoop. Off the glass. Goes in. And he's fouled by Wallach. So Thacker is going to try a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Wallach was trying to back out of there. Just couldn't get out fast enough. I think it would have been better to set himself and try to take the foul.
12-8 is a 4-point ball game. Trying to make it a 3-point game now is Damon Thacker, the 6'1 senior, at the free throw line, looking for his 5th point of the night. Thacker lets it fly. Nothing but net. He has 5. And we're back to a 3-point ball game. So a 3-0 run here. Mini run by the Mavericks. Cuts the lead to 3. Left-hand side, cleverly double-teamed. He'll get it back to Pinckney. Pinckney's double-teamed in the corner. Watch out. He kind of a no-look pass all the way across the court. And a prayer of a shot by King is not there. Rebound by Thacker. Behind the back dribble. Thacker in the corner to Howard. Howard now double-teamed in the corner. And he tries to get it away. He does. Finally to Galloway. Galloway to Gibson. Gibson shot. Yeah. No good. I mean, it's good, but he fouled before he commits an offensive foul.
Yeah, and that's what Wallach should have done the last time. Brooks King setting up in the lane and just took the charge, went down like a pile of bricks into the lane and gets the foul.
First foul on Scheibau. 15 seconds now to go here in the first period. So it's getting fast and furious, and Talon Pinckney's going to wait it out. 10 seconds to go. Still way back by the half-court line. Now he gets double-teamed out there. Looking for somebody down low. Finds Kendall Williams. Shot no good. Rebound by Thacker. His shot at the buzzer. Boy, it had the distance, but it was off to the left. Didn't make it, so we played 8. And our score after 1 period of play here at Centennial High School, Centennial 12 and the Mountain View Mavericks 9. We'll be back right after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure, a light comes on. Same when you haven't checked the oil for a while. And of course, there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock their lights out. Well, you know what I mean. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Chinden. Boise Muffler Shop, they can simplify your day.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
They've got ourselves a 3-point ball game here as we get ready for the start of the second period. Wayne DeZuback along with Dave Burnett here at Assembly Hall, the home of the Centennial Patriots. 12-9, Centennial leads Mountain View. Centennial 7-1 in league play. Mountain View 6-2. Leading the way for Centennial right now, Kendall Williams, who has 5 points, and also with 5 points for Mountain View, Damon Thacker. So that's where we stand. Centennial will have the basketball to start this second period. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Centennial High School.
Well, it's good when you have your band. I mean, it makes it extra loud, extra exciting in there. It's a nice touch to have your pep band in there.
All right, getting ready for Centennial to bring it in. They do so to Talon Pinckney, who gives it right back to Taylor Wallach. Wallach right side. Wallach being picked up by Scheibau. Now they get it to Jackson. Jackson back to Pinckney. Alley-oop underneath. How about that to Kendall Williams again. 7 points for Kendall Williams now.
Well, they've been working on that one, and that one time they got it timed. He didn't get the jam on it, but he did get the hoop.
And a little bit of a full court pressure. 14-9 is our score. Inside they go. Gibson, low post, off the glass, not there. Boards ripped down by Kendall. And then off he goes. Nice outlet pass there to, and no call on the foul. Jackson went down, but there was no call. So here comes the Mavericks with the basketball. Thacker has it. Thacker to Gibson in the left side. Kind of working the ball around the perimeter now. Howard right side with it. Makes a move to the hoop. Turn around. Nope. He's going to kick it back outside. Underneath. They go. And a nice power move that time by Aguilar. His first bucket of the game. The 6'5 junior just kind of worked it inside and made it a 14-11 ball game. Jackson with it outside. He goes down to Kendall Williams. Williams tried the shot, had it knocked away, has it knocked away again, says, hey, I'm going to get this out of here. They go down low to Talon Pinckney. Some really tough defense being played here by the Mavericks, and it's knocked out of bounds. A nice move there by Jared Gibson. It'll stay with Centennial, but Dave, really tight defense by the Mavericks.
Really on both ends. We've seen some good defense on both and a lot of hustle by both teams tonight.
Inbounds pass to Wallach. Wallach and Centennial leading this by 3, 14-11. 6:20 to go here in the first half. Pinckney deep outside, tries to go underneath again for an alley-oop pass. That one's broken up, and Scheibaugh is going to come up with a loose ball. But he's double-teamed in the corner, and the Mavericks finally get it over to the left side to Howard to bring it down the court. Howard trying to drive baseline, slips in there, and Gates makes it. Cameron Howard with 4 points makes it a 1-point ball game. Pass down to Williams. Williams tries to lay it up over the front of the rim. Too short. It hits the rim, and here comes Thacker. Thacker one-on-one with Pinckney. He spins left, misses the bucket, and Wallach comes down with a rebound for Centennial.
Good defensive play by Pinckney that time.
Yep, Jackson driving, hops, and an offensive foul on Jackson. Dalvion Jackson, his first personal, and they'll turn the ball over to the Mavericks.
Well, I really think tonight so far with the officials, if you stand your ground there in the middle, they're going to let the offensive foul go. They're going to call it and let it go their way. Referees did have a little conference there. Not quite sure the guy for the Mavericks was set all the way, but they went ahead and called it offensive.
Yeah, they talked about it a little bit. Now again, a timeout here at a 1-point ball game. So we'll take a 30-second break. 5:43 to go here in the first half. 14-13. Centennial leading Mountain View. Don't go away. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Wayne DeZubac, Dave Burnett back here at Centennial High School. We've got a 1-point game. Centennial 14-13 over the Mavericks, and a reach-in foul going to be called against Pinckney of Centennial. That'll be his first.
Yeah, he'd been running with his hands on his opposing player. I'm surprised they hadn't got the hand check call on him.
So Gibson will bring it inbounds right in front of the scorer's table. Looking down low. Long pass all the way across the court to Thacker. Thacker with Jackson on him. Thacker comes near side, left-hand dribble, gets it to Howard. Howard looking down low. They're looking for somebody to set up down low. They got Aguilar down there, but they can't find a way to get him open. Scheibaugh now outside with it. Wallach on him. They do go low to Gibson, and Jackson's right there to knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mavericks.
Nice reach by Jackson, that time getting up above to get his hand on the ball to swipe it out of there. Yeah, right now the Mavericks can't figure out how to get in the paint for that easy two.
All right, Damon Thacker will bring it in under their own bucket. Scheibaugh loses it. It's on the floor, a fight for it, and Centennial has it and calls a quick timeout. I didn't think Jackson really had control, but you know what? They gave him the timeout.
Yeah, well, that's your favorite call. You love that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, I feel like you've got to be in control, and we'll hold it here. So, Ronaldo, rest easy, buddy. We're going to keep it here. Yeah, I always feel like you should at least have some sense of control of the ball before they award you a timeout.
Yeah, but otherwise they're just scrambling. Somebody calls timeout, and they give you the timeout.
Yeah, and I thought it really was more of a jump ball than anything else. Now, if it had been a jump ball, it would have stayed with Centennial. So it kind of, 6 1, half a dozen the other. Centennial calls the timeout, blows that timeout, but they get to keep the ball.
So in the long run, 6 1, half a dozen another there.
14-13 is our score. Right now leading the way for Centennial with half the points is Kendall Williams. He has 7. And on the other side with 5 points, Damon Thacker. So Centennial has the basketball, and it'll be Pinckney bringing it down court. To Jackson. They go to Wallach. Now Pinckney going to hold it back up in there. Now he goes to Wallach. In the corner to Brooks King. He's double-teamed. So Wallach left wide open for the three. It's not there. Too long. Rebound, Scheibaugh. And he'll hand it off to Damon Thacker, who will bring it down the court. 1 point ball game. Gibson has it. Working on Wallach. Goes to the low post. That is Aguilar. Aguilar flips it out to Thacker from 15. No good. Scheibau rebound. Ball's on the ground. And I think Brooks King just kind of came up and under Scheibau, and so it's going to be a foul against King.
Yeah, that ball came clanking off the front of the rim, landed right down near the free throw line, and King went in there kind of diving for it, but got underneath and got the foul called on him.
And that's a 17th foul against the Patriots, so Andrew Scheibau will be going to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1.
Right now, Matthews and Brotherson check in for the Mavericks.
Andrew Scheibau at the free throw line.
Andrew Scheibau. Free throw is good. So he makes the first one, his first point of the night. He's a senior. 6'2", tight end for the Maverick football team. Second free throw is good. So he made them both. And right now, they've regained the lead. So after being down 12-6, they've now taken a 15-14 lead the Mavericks have. Long pass, driving the baseline is King. King shot, partially blocked. It's on the ground. Fighting for it. They get it to Thacker, so the Mavericks will control it. Jackson reaching in. Here it over to Scheibau. And Scheibau will kind of slow it down. Maybe not. He takes it right into the lane, high off the glass, and Andrew Scheibau has the points. He has 4 points now, and the biggest lead of the night here for the Mavericks at 17-14.
Kind of a miscommunication by the Patriots on that one. As they went at the paint, nobody really took him. He had a free run to the bucket.
Pinckney between the leg dribble. Goes right side to Wallach. Wallach looking down low to Kendall Williams, but he's guarded by Aguilar, so nothing there at all. Pinckney backs it up. He takes the three, and it's a little bit too long. And a rebound taken up off the floor. Here comes Thacker. Thacker, a pass to Aguilar is knocked away. Pinckney comes up with it, gets it off to Jackson. Jackson taking it in, and he is going to be fouled at the last second by Max Matthews. That'll be Matthews' first personal, and it'll send Jackson to the free throw line.
Jackson just getting hammered as he went up there, and a nice big swipe right across the arms. But if you're going to make the foul, make sure they don't get the bucket, and that's what they did.
Delvion Jackson, 4 points tonight. 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Now 3 out of 3 as he has 5 points. Makes it 17-15. Ian Durup checking into the ball game for the Patriots now.
Ian wearing one of those clear masks.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Matthews. So 1 out of 2. It's a 2-point ball game. Mavericks.
It would drive me crazy to wear that mask and play.
Yeah, it would. All right, here comes the Mavericks. They lead it by 2. They've got it outside to Scheibau. Scheibau driving down the low post, double team there. King's on him. Here comes Kendall Williams over to try to make a swipe at the ball. Thacker has it, an off-balance shot. Aguilar with a rebound and a putback. That wasn't how they wrote it up, but it worked out fine. They've got a 19-15 lead, a 4-point lead, the biggest of the night. Jackson out to King. King wide open from 3, too long. Rebound by Aguilar. Aguilar getting some defense from Durup, but then they'll get it down the court. So here comes Brotherson with the basketball. Out to Scheibau, to Aguilar. The Mavericks with a 4-point lead and the basketball. 2:30 to go here in the first half. Brotherson underneath they go. Scheibau has it. Looking, can't find anybody. Durup on him. He'll back into Durup down at the low post. He picked up his dribble, so he's got to do something with it. Gets it out to Thacker. Thacker will set it up again.
It was close to being 5 seconds there.
Yeah, you pick up that dribble like that, you're in big trouble. Thacker drives, pulls up, jumper on the run, not there. Rebound to Brotherson. He puts it up and in, his first point of the night, and it's 21-15.
Looked like a nice pass to Brotherson off the backboard because it hit no iron at all.
So a 6-point lead after being down by 6 by a score of 12-6. It's now 21-15. King on the baseline, kicks it out to Williams. Three-pointer is good. He breaks the drought, and Williams is into double figures at 10 points, and it's back to a 3-point margin with 1:30 to go first half.
Well, I'm sure Centennial's coach breathing a sigh of relief there. It was a long drought.
Damon Thacker. Andrew Scheibau now with it. Jackson on him. Thacker left side. DeRupp comes over and kind of gets in his face a little bit. Right side, Aguilar, three-pointer, he buries it. Juan Aguilar has 7 points. His first three of the night is 24-18 with a minute to go. Pinckney looks up at the clock. Goes left side with it, has Jackson in the corner, decides to go to Williams, top of the key. Williams going to drive, pull-up jumper from 15, good. Nothing but net for Kendall Williams. He has a dozen, and it's a 24-20 ball game. And timeout being called by the Mavericks as full court pressure by Centennial with 47.2 seconds to go. We'll take a 30-second break and come back for the end of the first half in a 4-point ball game. The Mavericks 24, the Patriots 20 on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Assembly Hall, home of the Centennial Patriots. Wayne Dezubak along with Dave Burnett. It's Friday night high school basketball right here on 630 The Fan, your place for sports. Don't forget, 630thefan.com. You can watch it as well. We've got 47.2 seconds to go here in the first half. In a 4-point ball game, 24-20. The Mavericks of Mountain View leading Centennial at Centennial, and Mavericks trying to bring it in against full court pressure. They do get it into Thacker. Thacker working against Pinckney. Pinckney, some tough in-your-face defense. I get it back out to Brotherson. Brotherson has it. Kind of goes back to Scheibau. 28 seconds now is some tough defense by Centennial. Scheibau picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. He gets it off to Brotherson. Brotherson double teamed out at the half court. He's in big trouble. Knocked away. Jackson comes up with it for Centennial and slams it home. 7 points for Jackson, and he was fouled in the process as he jammed it home. It's 24-22, and he'll be at the free throw line. Jackson will shoot a free throw after the foul was called on Thacker.
Well, after Mountain View had got a nice lead going there, this one's going to turn it around, and may wind up being just a 1-point difference going into the locker room.
15.6 seconds to go. Centennial making a move. They got Tucker Williams coming into the ball game for Williams. Jackson at the free throw line trying to complete this 3-point play. He does. Delvion Jackson now with 8 points in the game. Kendall Williams with 12. They've got 20 of the 23 on the board tonight. Full court pressure with 15 seconds to go. Mavericks get the ball in bounds, but they're trying to get it down court. A long pass to Thacker. He runs it down. Almost knocked away by Pinckney from the outside. In the lane, we got a travel call on Thacker as he took one too many steps trying to take it to the hoop, and he's left almost 6 seconds on the clock for Centennial. DeRupp comes out, Wallach comes back in, so Josh Apperspaw going with some of his three-point shooters out there. And unlike Centennial, Dave, the Mavericks not giving any full court pressure with 5.8 seconds to go.
You would think you're not going to let them get down there and get a half-court shot up.
Yeah, Centennial, was right in the Mavericks' face. Here comes the pass. Pinckney picks it up. He's double-teamed behind the back pass. Underneath to a wide-open Centennial player. That is Ben Dulski, who got in the ball game and makes his only bucket of the first half, and he gives the Patriots a 1-point lead, Dave.
That was poorly coached. We called it from up here. That was just poorly coached. Should have put full court pressure on him to make him burn up that full 5 seconds.
Well, Apperspaw snuck Dulski in there, so I didn't see him come in, but Ben Dulski, the junior, at 6 foot, scores under the bucket. He was wide open when they double-teamed Talon Pinckney to keep him from shooting a 3, and they get to 2, and they get the lead. Halftime here at Centennial High School. Our score, the 7-1 Centennial Patriots 25, the 6-2 Mountain View Mavericks 24. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Helping you feel better one step at a time.
You take thousands of steps every day and probably never think about them. When you have an injury, it only takes one step to realize how important your feet and ankles really are. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Berg and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. More specialized than an ortho doc and no referral needed. Find the office near you. Call 466-FEET or visit footandanklemedicalcenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure, a light comes on. Same when you haven't checked the oil for a while. And of course, there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock your lights out. Well, no way. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Shinden. Boise Muffler Shop, they can simplify your day.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Wayne Zubak, Dave Burnett with you. 7:40 left here in this halftime, and I'll tell you what, it's 25-24. Everything we expected in this ball game. The Patriots leading it by 1 at home tonight. Dave, I do have to say something as they've got the Centennial dancers out here right now. I've got this entire album.
I know you do.
Yeah, I listen to it to relax me and to kind of get me into the mood every day.
I'm sure you do. By the way, you'll probably be happy to hear there's been a commitment to your alma mater, to Idaho State University. Trayvon Bell has said that he is going to commit to play football for the Bengals at Idaho State.
Oh, really?
Yep. I think he was the 5A Player of the Year.
Yeah, Trayvon, whatever he is, he's my 5A Player of the Year. He's going to become a Bengal, huh?
He is going to go to Idaho State and keep it in state, so good news there for the state.
So, they just had another commitment at Idaho State, and Jake Johnson, who is that great big kid down there at CUNA, wide receiver, and he decided to go to Idaho State as well. I think they're going to move him to a tight end.
Well, I think that shows some good things when good players stay in state. Now, Trayvon Bell, probably not the size for a D1 player, but to be able to go to Idaho State, that's a great move for him there and great for the school.
All right, talking about commits, and you kind of brought it up and changed the basketball to football. What do you make of Boise State losing the quarterback commitment from Michael Wilson out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he's going to go to Missouri, leaving them with no quarterback recruit, and if they don't get one, it'll be the second season in a row they haven't recruited anybody.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. If you're playing quarterback and you're a senior in high school and you look down there and you see who's playing, a true freshman playing, you're not going to hit the field for 3 years.
Well, with young backups, too.
With young backups. So, yeah, even if you get on there, you redshirt your freshman year, you get in there as a redshirt freshman 2 years from now, there's other young backups. So you're not going to hit the field. So it does not surprise me. Not the way the Broncos want to go. A football team doesn't want, to be the cupboard bare or to get inferior talent in, but it's tough.
Well, think about this. And I don't mean this in any disrespect, and I'm not actually looking for an actual person because this is kind of a joke, okay?
Okay.
The joke is, who backed up Kellen Moore? And the answer is, who cares?
Exactly.
He won 50 games.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. You're not going to get a lot of playing time when you've got a guy like Brett Rippon who showed the promise that he showed, and you got to sit there and sit there for 3 more years and go,
Was it Bush Hamden?
It doesn't matter. It was a joke, David Burnett.
It might have been. I don't remember. I'm trying to think now. But, yeah, it's tough when you have a kid who's a freshman who played, and I think everyone on the squad, including Ryan Finley, has to be looking at his options.
Yeah.
You know, you're sitting there going, man, am I going to get a play? And then Ryan's going to have to make some decisions whether he stays and plays backup or does he then leave.
Yep.
And therein lies the problem for Boise State. If Ryan Finley decides to leave, then they got a hole at quarterback in the backup position. So then you do have a problem. But I guess we'll see what happens and how it plays out. And you're hoping Ripon stays healthy.
I got to say kudos to the Vandals. They beat Montana in basketball last night, 63-58.
Went into Montana.
Yeah, and that's something Boise State couldn't do the first game of the year.
Yep.
And it was the first loss of the year for Montana at home. And the first time, and granted, they haven't played every year, but first time since 1999 that Idaho's won at Missoula. That is one hard place to win, Missoula, Montana. So
either way,
congratulations to Idaho.
Football or basketball, tough place to win. And Montana had a 7-game winning streak going on. So, you know, they'd been playing very well, and the Vandals came in and took it right to them, punched them right in the mouth.
Yep, of course, that game heard right here on 630 The Fan. And I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm assuming that the Vandals play tomorrow night. We've got them, right?
We do have them. They'll be playing again tomorrow night, and I want to say it's Portland State. I can't remember. I think it is Portland State, but they will be on The Fan tomorrow night, 6:30 The Fan. If you're looking for the Stampede game, they are playing. I think tomorrow night for the Stampede is Jazz Night.
They're at home against Texas.
Yeah, and it is Jazz Night as they're bringing in the Utah Jazz Dancers, the mascot for the Utah Jazz tomorrow night. And that game will be on 580 KIDO, our sister station.
So the Jazz Dancers are going to play?
Well, that's why a lot
of
people are
bringing.
going.
You said they were bringing in them. Yeah,
they're bringing in the Jazz Dancers. Maybe
I don't do that now because the Stampede's starting to win a couple of games. They got into double-digit victories at 10. So I mean, I'm thinking, hey, we got something moving in the right direction
maybe
here.
Maybe they're just letting them dance. How about that? That could be the story.
All righty, our score here at halftime is Centennial 25 and Mountain View 24. Lead. Leading the way for Mountain View is Damon Thacker. He has 5 points, and also Juan Aguilar. I forgot about him. He has 7 with that three-pointer towards the end of the first half. Really got things going. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back here at Centennial High School for what we expect to be one heck of an exciting second half of action against Centennial 25, Mountain View 24. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
You take thousands of steps every day and probably never think about them. When you have an injury, it only takes one step to realize how important your feet and ankles really are. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Napa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. More specialized than an ortho doc and no referral needed. Find the office near you. Call 466-FEET or visit footandAnkleMedicalCenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Wayne Dzuback, Dave Burdett with you as we get ready to start this third period of play. It'll be the Mavericks ball, and Damon Thacker will have it. And he's guarded by Jackson Gibson in the ball game as they start with Gibson, Howard, Thacker. Aguilar's over there as well, and along with Galloway in the lab. Galloway has it, and he caught the ball with his foot out of bounds. Or he got pushed out of bounds. It's going to be Maverick ball, but there was no foul, but whistles stopped playing. I'm not sure exactly why.
Well, Mountain View has the ball again coming out of bounds.
I'm not sure. I thought maybe Galloway had his foot out of bounds when he caught that ball, but no foul was blown. So, all right, Mavericks have it. Howard right side with it. King on him. Here comes Jackson over. Howard looking at that double team. Kind of a lob pass over to the left side to Galloway. And to Gibson down low. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jackson. Some lazy passes here by the Mavericks to start this third period, and Centennial just knocking it out of bounds.
Yeah, we'll find out that start of that third period, a lot of times one team will get on a run right at the start of the third period. The other come out kind of lackadaisical. And right now, Mountain View passing the ball very sloppy.
Yep, and Jackson knocks it away from Howard, and then he's going to get him up with a personal foul. Nope, it's going to be on Howard, I believe, coming back at him after the ball was knocked away. Yep.
That was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, Howard that time, after it was knocked away by Jackson, kind of went back after the ball, went right through Jackson. So turns it over to Centennial with a 1-point lead. Pinckney will have it, right side to Jackson. Jackson in the corner to King. Down low they go to Desaulnier, who's been on the bench most of the night. Desaulnier is going to draw the foul this time. And, we forget about that. He got 2 quick fouls, Dave, and sat out that whole first half.
Oh, yeah, and he's a big part of their game, being 6'8" under that post makes a big difference.
Galloway picks up his second personal, and Desaulnier, he's still cold from sitting the first half.
Well, Kendall Williams was moved from forward over to the post and did very well in that center position.
Well, I had forgotten all about the fact that Desaulnier was on the bench as he misses both, and maybe he'll get there real quick if he don't make some free throws. All right, here comes Howard. 1-point ball game. Damon Thacker has the ball, and Jackson comes out on him. He's got Aguilar to his right, Howard to his left, and he kind of dribbles left-handed towards that left side, setting it up there, kind of trying to set up a play and really spread the court here. It's almost like they're playing a 4 corners offense. Going to slow the game down or something. I don't hope that's not going to happen here. Remember, there's no shot clock, and that really is just slowing the game down. Yep. So it looks like John Nettleton is taking a different approach to this. They've got a 4 corners game going here, and we could be in for a short second half if they hold on to the ball for a while.
Yeah, I just hate this, but he's got to slow it down because Centennial has too much for him, but they're going to run the court.
1-point ball game. Aguilar right side, and again they're just spread out, as you can see on 630thefan.com, in a 4 corner situation. They got a man in the middle, and that's it. They're playing a slow down game with no shot clock. This is why I would really love to see a shot clock in boys basketball.
I would too, even if it's a 40-second shot clock.
It doesn't have to be a quick shot clock. Go back to the old 45-second shot clock. At least it puts some kind of urgency into the game.
Shortly here, the Centennial crowd's going to start getting into this.
We'll see how long they keep it going. If they're going to do it the whole game, it's down to 5:25 already. Ball knocked away by Williams. It's on the ground, and somehow the Mavericks keep it in bounds, and they get it back.
And amazingly, didn't get called for traveling in there.
I don't know how they didn't get called. This time they take it right in, and a block is going to be called against Centennial as Gibson took it to the hoop. So interesting strategy going on here in this game.
And look who the foul is on. It is foul number 3.
Yep, Galloway. So the big guy is still in the ball game at 6'5", but he has 3 personals now. Long inbounds pass comes to Gibson. Gibson goes high for it. Brooks backs off him, and let's see if they go back into the 4 corners. Not quite yet. And it's going to be a turnover away from the basket. And I'm not sure what it was, Dave. Did you see?
I did not see what it was, nor did the head coach, John Nettleton's going, what? What did they do? What did we do? And he wants a little clarification.
Well, there was a foul on Gibson. That's going to be his second personal, and I didn't see it. You didn't see it. Nettleton didn't see it, but the official did, and he's all that counts.
Yep, he's got the whistle. We don't.
So we played over 3 minutes here in the third period. No scoring yet. 25-24. Centennial leads it. That was our halftime score. Jackson right side as the Mavericks went to kind of a four-corner offense. A couple of free throws missed by Desagnier. He's down low, and he is a factor down low. Remember, Galloway has 3 personal fouls. Reach-in foul is going to be called against the Mavericks. And Galloway was right in the area, Dave.
Yep, we're going to see who it is. It's not Galloway.
Fouls on Andrew Schneebel. That's his second, fourth team foul.
It's not. So it's going to be on Andrew Scheibau. So that's his second.
Yeah, Galloway is lucky he didn't get called on. Could easily have been called on him as well.
So that's going to send Kendall Williams to the free throw line. And Williams gets it.
Well, right now, the way the Mavericks are slowing it down, if you get a shot at the free throw line, you better make those buckets because that may be the points you get here in the second half.
Second free throw is good. 14 points now for Kendall Williams, a 6'5 senior. 27-24, Centennial leads it. Coming up on 4.5 minutes to play here in the third period. Mavericks, let's see if they go back into that slowdown again. They are kind of in the four corners. And it looks like they're going to stick with that slowdown. But like you said, Dave, if you can make some free throws, cause some turnovers. There's a pass down low to Scheibau, blocked by Kendall Williams out of bounds. So the Mavericks will keep it, but that's about the only thing that went right for them.
That is one of those classic Kendall Williams, not my house, and he just jammed that thing out of bounds.
Well, the Mavericks with 4:13 to go will take it inbounds. Howard underneath his own bucket. Jackson guarding the inbounder. Howard. Long inbound pass to Thacker. Talon Pigney up on him. Thacker drives. He's cut off nicely by Desagnier. Ball knocked away by Pigney, but picked back up. Mavericks still have it. Scheibau with it. Working on Jackson. Goes left side to Howard. Howard top of the key. Dribbles left around Desagnier. Goes baseline. Underneath reverse lay-in. Knocked out of bounds by Kendall Williams, and it'll stay with the Mavericks.
Well, he tried to get that ball up there, but he had tall timbers over him, just couldn't get it up and through to the basket.
Yeah, he had to go to the old reverse lay-in, and he still had Kendall Williams there, and so Williams was the shorter of the two. Not by much, but he was. Inbounds pass to Aguilar, way outside. He'll go to Howard left side. Jackson comes out to guard him. They go baseline to Scheibau. Brooks King takes him. Scheibau trying to back into King. Kicks it out to Thacker. Thacker thought about taking the three. 3:35 to go here. Down low they go. Galloway working against Kendall Williams. Nice job by Williams. He comes up with the rebound as well. So not only did he stuff the shot, but he got the rebound.
Well, if you're going to play that slow down, you get under the bucket like that, you have got to make the baskets. Otherwise, you're not going to win with slow down.
Brooks King right side. Howard on him. Down low to Desagnier. Desagnier point blank. I think he was shot may have been partially blocked, Dave.
Yeah, Aguilar got a piece of that as it went up to the basket.
So no good. Thacker with the pickup jumper, not there. Rebound fought for. Galloway had it, let it go because he had 3 personal fouls, so playing a little tentatively, I think.
But Kendall Williams playing a heck of a game. Kendall wound up coming down with the ball.
Talon Pigney from 3, no good. Rebound, Galloway. Nice drive to the bucket to get that offensive rebound. Or excuse me, that defensive board. Thacker in a lot of traffic, has it knocked out of bounds by Desagnier, and I think Desagnier, from his body language, may have picked up his 3rd foul.
I think he did. He got a little bit of him on the wrist there, and that's going to cost him. So you may see Desagnier come back out and see Kendall Williams shifted back over to the middle. But to be honest, in the first half, yep, that's what's going to happen. In the first half, that did not hurt at all, as right now they get ready to bring in Wallach back into the game.
Well, they say that is his 4th personal foul. I only had him for 2, so interesting. I must have missed one along the way. Thacker shot no good.
But like I said, move Wallach out to that guard spot and go ahead and move Williams back into the center. And they did fine in the first half of that. In fact, in some ways, a little bit faster-paced team.
So Connor Desagnier tonight seeing about 2 minutes, 3 seconds of action is all.
Yep, not much.
2:40 to go here in the third period. Thacker knocks down the second free throw. He has a half a dozen, and it's a 2-point ball game. Centennial leads it 27-25. Centennial with the basketball. Talon Pigney. Patriots taking their time as well. I don't think that slowdown is going to help it. But if they can keep it, Dave, within a couple of points and then kind of go into their regular pace, I think that's what they're trying to do, is like get to the fourth quarter and see what they can do. Kendall Williams on the baseline, goes down in the lane. Nice shot up and over the defense, puts it up and in. Kendall Williams is fouled as well. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
That was just a nice move. He saw an opening to get to the lane. Kind of came up with a little mini sky hook in there. And they went ahead and put body on him when he went to the basket. He controlled it, put it in, gets a chance at three.
Juan Aguilar picking up his first personal foul. And now with 16 points, Kendall Williams trying to make it 17 at the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 and misses this one. So 29-25, a 4-point Centennial lead coming up on 2 minutes to go, third period. Damon Thacker has it knocked away by Jackson and apparently went off of Thacker's fingers. Great call there by the official. It was tough to see, but Jackson knew it. He hit the ball, it hit Thacker's fingers and went out of bounds.
That may be one at the 2-minute mark. You want to go back and watch at 6:30, thefan.com, because that I'm not quite sure how everyone saw that one.
Brooks King with the basketball. Howard on him. Gets it to Wallach. Wallach down low to Kendall Williams. Kicks it back out. Wallach driving inside. Has the ball knocked away. It's stolen. Here comes Howard on the run. He's got a 3-on-2 break. Howard's going to take it all the way to the glass. Try to go right to the hoop. Didn't get it. Aguilar with the rebound. On the putback, he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, this one may be on Kendall Williams. It is. Williams picks up another foul. That'll be his second foul.
Juan Aguilar with 7 points in the ball game, all in the first half. Hasn't scored here in the second half. His free throw on the way is good. 8 points. And it's a 3-point ball game now, 29-26. Minute 33 to go here, third period. Second free throw, no good. Jackson rebounds it. Centennial has the ball. 90 seconds to play third period and a 3-point margin, 29-26. Brooks King. Here comes a little bit tougher defense and we got a timeout called or a foul?
I think we got a foul. I think you're going to see that.
It looks like it may have been against Taylor Wallach.
Let's see what they call here.
I don't know, Dave. It was way away from the play. They're talking with the coaches now, basically over here talking to Josh Apperspa.
Mountain View's clapping about the whole situation.
Whatever it is, it's going to turn the ball over, and I don't see anybody shooting free throws, so it's not a tee, it's not a foul, it's just a turnover, and I couldn't tell you what happened for the life of me.
I couldn't either. I didn't see it travel, and I didn't see palming the ball.
There wasn't really much going on. Inside, ball knocked away by Kendall Williams. Williams has it. Brotherson bothering him, but they get over to Wallach. Wallach almost has his jersey ripped off.
No call.
Yeah. Jackson driving the lane. Puts a body up against some folks, and I think blocking's going to be called, and Jackson's going to be to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was quite the play that time as Wallach had his jersey. I mean, it stretched all the way out, but nobody managed to see that foul.
That didn't come off, so what the heck. And it's not a shooting foul, but a nice inbounds pass to Kendall Williams. Puts it back up and in. He's fouled. He gets 2 points. He has 18, and he'll be at the free throw line. Wow.
Again, I'm going to give Kendall Williams at this point, at almost the end of the third quarter, kind of my player of the game. He's playing out of position because of foul trouble and is hustling, getting rebounds, getting shots, and he is there on every play.
Even more bad news for Mountain View. Aguilar just picked up his third personal foul. Free throw, no good. So 18 points right now for Kendall Williams. 31-26 is our score. 5-point margin. Centennial leads Mountain View. Coming up under 50 seconds to go here in the third period. Outside to Howard. His three on the way. Not there. Hits the front of the rim. Williams comes down with the ball. He gets it out to Jackson, and Jackson is fouled by Thacker on a blocking foul.
Thacker's not believing it, but come on. Watch the video at 6:30 thefan.com. You'll see you fouled him.
His second personal foul. And it's going to be 1-1.
Again, with this slow-down offense, every point counts for Centennial.
Jackson with 8 points. Give him 9. He's 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. Trying to get in double figures here, and he does. 10 points now for Delvion Jackson, 33-26. 7-point lead. It was 25-24 at halftime, so far only 2 points on the behalf of the Mavericks of Mountain View. Pretty good defense played by Jackson. They got Thacker alone right side. He'll back it out again. 16 seconds to go. Thacker drives it down low, picks up his dribble, needs to find somebody. Kicks it out here to Brotherson. Brotherson back to Thacker. Thacker from 3. It's on the way, and it's good. 9 points for Damian Thacker. It's 33-29. So just when you think Centennial's going to run away with it, shot at the third period buzzer by Pinckney, no good. So we go 8 minutes to play in regulation, and our score, Centennial 33, Mountain View 29. We'll be back in 1 minute after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution, and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
How exciting was that third period, folks? Centennial outscored the Mavericks 8-5. Woo! Yeah, it was a four-quarter, kind of an interesting strategy, Dave, as John Nettleton decided to go four corners and slow it down, and his team only scored 5 points, but they only trail here by 4, 33-29, as they go to the fourth period. So it could be a dandy finish.
Well, I would say that slowdown did not work. We'll see if Mountain View wants to stick with it in the fourth quarter.
All right, here we go. Possession arrow in favor of the Mavericks. Centennial has the basketball to start the final period of play. Wallach with it. Remember, Desanier on the bench with 4 personal fouls. Talon Pinckney in the lane, and that is his first point of the night.
Yeah, Pinckney's been actually very quiet. He's been playing some good defense out there, but not a lot on the offensive end.
Maybe his role has changed a little bit. We've got a whistle down low, and a foul is going to be called against the Mavericks. And it's going to be against Thacker for an offensive foul.
Yeah, again, Kendall Williams just standing there getting set up and had the foul called, so he took that charge.
That's the third foul on Thacker, and now it's 35-29. 6-point margin. Centennial leads it here at Assembly Hall, home of the Patriots. Ball knocked away, but Wallach comes up with a loose ball. Gibson, some tight defense on him. And Wallach will just kind of back it out and get it over to Delvion Jackson. Jackson to Pinckney. Pinckney drives baseline, dishes it off to Kendall Williams. Nice dish, great assist. Kendall Williams has 20 points.
Well, maybe his role is changing. Tonight he's giving the assist out to his Pinckney.
Like you say, with Desani on the bench for most of the night, the big guy really no factor here in this game tonight. Stolen by Wallach. Wallach, it's a foot race against Thacker. Off the glass. That was an alley-oop off the glass. Jackson comes up with a rebound. Can't put it back up and in, but he's fouled. He'll get to the free throw line.
Yeah, Wallach tried to just lay it up on the glass for the big jam, but he was just a couple of steps
He
slow.
tried to go off the glass with it kind of a la Harlem Globetrotters, huh?
And Jackson was just a little late to get to it to get it in.
Galloway picking up his third personal foul. And we'll take a 30-second break with 6:45 to play, 37-29. Patriots lead it. Timeout on the court. We'll be back after this.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Kendall Williams of Centennial had himself quite a game. He had 12 first half points. He's had 8 here in the second half, total of 20 points on the game. Still have 6:45 to play in regulation and a 37-29 Centennial lead over the Mountain View Mavericks.
Well, I will say this, Centennial kind of fun to watch with the alley-oops, the off the glass, the tough defense, quick hands in there, always diving, jumping for the ball. Centennial's been very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun playing the game of basketball, and it was interesting to see that John Nettleton from the Mavericks went to the four-corner stalled offense, and that really didn't work, so I don't know that we're going to see it again. Meantime, here is Jackson at the free throw line. Delvion Jackson. He has 11 points.
And you're slowly seeing the Patriots crawl away with this game.
Second free throw is good. So a dozen points for Jackson. 8 of them from the free throw line. He's 8 of 9 from the 3-point free throw line. 39-29 is our score. 10-point lead. The Patriots' biggest lead in a while. Maybe the biggest lead of the game, actually. Pass underneath, and we've got a whistle and a foul is called, I think, before the shot.
This will be on Pinckney.
So Talon Pinckney picking up a personal foul, his second.
Well, it was during the shot, they said, but before it went in.
Yeah, it was. So Gibson's going to be at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. Jared Gibson, a senior, 6'2", 2 points in the ball game. Boy, that's not going to help you when you hit the back of the rim and bounces out.
Yeah,
you're down by 10. You've got to make everything you can.
That looked like a free throw I'd shoot. That wasn't very good.
Gibson second. This one was short. He adjusted too much. Jackson with a rebound for Centennial, and right now, Patriots taking control on their home court, up by 10. They race for the ball, and I think Gibson's going to come up with a foul as he went for the steal.
And interestingly, I don't think Talon Pinckney has been on the bench all night. I think he's played every minute of the game so far.
Third personal foul on Gibson, and because that's the 10th team foul, now they're in the bonus. So that's going to put Wallach at the free throw line. He makes it. Wallach now with 4 points. That was his first free throw of the night. Howard comes back in. Shebao comes back in for the Mavericks, and Wallach eyes up his second free throw. This one a little bit long. Fight for it. Jackson comes down with the rebound, puts it up and in.
Wow.
How about that by Delvion Jackson? He has 14 points.
Wayne, that was just all hustle, and they're just getting in there, fighting for it, grabbing the ball away, and back up he goes with 2 points. That was just complete hustle.
42-29 is the score now. So that turned out to be a 3-point trip down the court, Dave. In the corner, Howard goes down low, dishes it off to Shebao. Shebao off the glass, nice little dish, and he has a half a dozen points, makes it 42-31. 11-point ball game. Patriots lead it, they have the basketball. And we'll see if the Mavericks now press them on defense. Way over in the corner to Wallach. He was wide open for 3 for a moment. Gets it down low to Kendall Williams. Williams double teamed at the low post. He'll get it back outside to Pinckney. Pinckney very close to that half-court line. He knows where it is, though. Pinckney driving baseline, kicks it back out to Wallach. Wallach pull-out jumper from 13 feet. Good.
Give another assist to Pinckney, and Wallach 2.
Half a dozen for Wallach, 44-31. Now the lead at 14 points, biggest of the night. As Centennial feeling pretty good about themselves right now, coming up on 5 to play in regulation. Aguilar, right side, playing with 3 fouls, but at this point you got to play because there's no tomorrow. You got to get something going now. Scheibout down low over Williams. Williams blocks it out of bounds, and it's going to go off for the Mavericks. It'll be Centennial basketball.
A little skin on the floor, trying to hustle and dive for that ball, but all for naught for the Mavericks. As the Patriots coming back up, 4:46 left to go in the last quarter.
So Talon Pinckney with the basketball. Still the Mavericks not playing that full court. They're still playing a kind of a half-court defense. Pinckney gets it across the half-court line. They go in the corner to Jackson. Jackson drives down low, slips to the bucket on the baseline side and puts it up and in, and Jackson with 16.
Jackson, nice eyes as he went to the basket that time, saw the open lane and got the basket.
46-31, 15-point lead now. Every time they come down the court, they increase it by a point, it seems like. And this lead has just grown. Howard trying to drive it to the baseline on his way in. He's fouled. I don't think he's going to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was way before the shot that the foul came down.
That's going to be on Delvion Jackson, but only his second, and only the 5th team foul against the Patriots. Howard, his shot not there. Pinckney comes down with the rebound, gets it over to Wallach, right side. Wallach back over to Pinckney. Pinckney trying to throw it down. It's knocked off the foot of Brotherson, and it'll stay with Centennial.
Yep, as they got a foot on the ball, so they're going to call it kicking the ball.
15-point margin, 46-31. It's been a tight game until just now. And Centennial just kind of taking the wind out of the Maverick sails. Desanye back in there playing with 4 personals. Talon Pinckney all the way to the hoop, puts it up and in. He has 4 points, and man, can he sky, Dave. And it's a 17-point lead.
That kid can jump, there's no doubt about it.
48-31. Centennial on its way to an 8-1 record here in SIC play. Trying to keep pace with Bora. Bora went into the night at 7-1 as well. 6-2 the Mavericks, and a double dribble that time is going to be called against Max Matthews for the Mavericks. He turns it over, and boy, I tell you what, John Netherton just sitting there going, man, right now it's not going well.
No, 3:29 left to go in the game, and I don't see any urgency in Mountain View in their play right now.
So the Mavericks really have come up, and they've tried to challenge Centennial, but Centennial's been up to every one of those challenges. Desanye is fouled. This time it's not him doing the fouling, but instead he's being fouled there by Tyler Brotherson.
Yeah, Brotherson reached around behind, tried to knock the ball away. When you got a guy that big, 6'8", that you're trying to reach in, knock the ball away, probably not going to get away with that.
So Desanye, right now, more fouls than points. He has 4 fouls and 1 point in the ball game. That should be his goal tonight, is to finish with more points than fouls.
Seeing several guys come out from Mountainville right now. I'm not sure if they're putting shooters in to try to get some 3 points or not.
Desanye's second free throw is good. So a couple of points for the big guy, and it's 50-31, a 19-point margin, as now they're kind of pulling away at will. So here we go. It's Brandon Caruso out there. He doesn't have a number. He's 0. What number do you want? I want it to be 0.
0.
He said Zorro, but they thought he said 0, so they gave it to him. Anyway, Caruso has it. Also out there in the ball game is Smythe. Smythe loses it. Jackson comes up with it, but then the Mavericks come back and they pick it up. And picking it up is Joe Ferris. Shot from the right side, not there. Talon Pinckney again looking and playing like he's 6'3".
Yeah, he pulled the thing right off the rim.
Unbelievable. 5'10", playing like he's 6'3", kicks it out right side. Kendall Williams from 3, not there. Too long. Desanye has it, backs in underneath, and he traveled.
Yeah, he kind of backed in, shuffled his feet. I think you're going to see a wholesale clean out of the bench right now for Centennial as they bring second-team guys in to get some playing time.
So I'll tell you what, though, the depth of Centennial, really, they are a good team 8 deep. They really are. And you know, if Desanye's out of trouble playing well, you know, wow.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Kendall Williams really played a heck of a game tonight, changing from forward up to that post, and has just handled Mountain View.
Caruso goes in the corner to Smythe, who just kind of throws it away, way over the head of Spencer Erickson. And so with 2:10 to go now, the Patriots will take it back. And like you say, Dave, a lot of new people. Vendelski's been in there before, but now we got Jaden Clark in there as well. He's a junior, 5'10", and Clark has it with the left-hand dribble. Goes in the left side down here to Williams. Over on the right side, that's Logan Johnson in the ball game now. Right side. Centennial moving the basketball best they can. I'll pass it outside. That is Clark who has it. Knocks it down. It's taken and stolen away. This time it's stolen by Matthews. Matthews turnaround jumper. No good. And the fight for the ball underneath the bucket with 1:34 to go. Finally they blow the whistle. Jump ball, and it'll stay with the Mavericks.
Well, 1:34 left to go, and at this point, both teams conceding this game is done. It's in the books, just to get some play time for their second, third teamers.
I'll tell you what, though, it would, right down there, and all of a sudden, Centennial, when push came to shove, they really got things going. And I'll tell you what, how do you combat Kendall Williams Knight, who has 20 points, and Delvion Jackson with 16. That's 36 of the 50 points.
And you have to figure Mountain View probably coming in, they schemed the game. Okay, how do we stop Pinckney, get him stopped? Pinckney just dished the ball off and played the assist man tonight.
And Connor Desande, their starting center, sat most of the game with, fouls. Shot no good by the Mavericks. Centennial comes up with a rebound. Ian DeRupp will bring it down the court. Coming up on 1:15 to go here in the ball game. And the Centennial Patriots just kind of run out the clock here. I would be surprised if they even take another shot. But then again, you got the guys in there that's been sitting on the bench all night, and still the Mavericks come up with a personal foul. So that foul going to be called on Joe Ferris.
Fouls on Joe Ferris.
Another football name we recognize with Joe Ferris.
That will send Vendelski to the line. Vendelski a little bit long on the first one, no good. He has a couple of points. They came at the very end of the first half, but he was all alone underneath the bucket. And it was a shot that gave Centennial a lead they've never relinquished.
Well, that ball, I don't know if you saw that when it went up, had the weirdest spin on it, kind of a sideways spin.
Well, he made it, though, 51-31, a 20-point margin, the biggest. And Delsky may have scored, on that ball thrown up against the backboard, and Centennial comes up with it with 50 seconds to go here. Ian DeRupp with the basketball coming down slowly right side, and it looks like they're just going to kind of just dribble it, let this clock go down, and it all depends on how tough a defense the Mavericks play. I would think you wouldn't see him shoot the ball again unless the Mavericks really press something. And they are. They're coming out there and pressing it. Right side, Durrup. 22 seconds to go. He kicks it out. Ball stolen. Mavericks finally come up with the steal. On the run, flying into the lane. And no good. A shot there by Jared Smythe. And Smythe is going to get to the free throw line, though. So 13.2 seconds to play in this ball game, and it's a 20-point margin. It was 25-24 at halftime, and after three, it was 33-29. So a 4-point margin here in the fourth period has ballooned to a 19-point lead.
Well, I think a major mistake. I think Nettleton going to that four-corner slow-down offense, it just took the Mavericks right out of it. Maybe he knows something we didn't, and maybe they were running out of gas, but it really took the Mavericks out of the game.
Yeah, they had some kind of a flow going, and 51-32 is our score right now with 5 seconds to go, and Durrup will probably put the ball on his hip and call it quits. He does, and that's going to do it. 51-32 is our final here tonight. Centennial wins it. They advance to 8-1 on the year in league play. 6-3 for the Mountain View Mavericks. And it was a 4-point game going to the final 8 minutes, and it turned out to be a 19-point Centennial win. So they really put it on, a 15-point fourth period margin. We'll be back in 1 minute to wrap this thing up from Centennial High School.